Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple weeks, sorry about that. A bunch of life stuff has come up and I built a new computer, so I've been trying to get that thing up and running. It's really cool, I might make a video about that. I asked about this on my Snapchat, you guys said you'd want to see it, a Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile instead of Pokemon content. Even though I've still got my Mega Garchomp mat out for this deck profile, it's still kind of Pokemon. So I decided to pick one of my personal favorite decks. It's Yubel Fire King. It's not really a good deck, but it's one that I really like, and it really fits my play style. Even though every time I take it to locals, I go like X3, you know. But anyway, let's just jump right into it with the first card, of course, being 3 Yubel. Now, Yubel is a really interesting card. It can't be destroyed by battle, and you also take no battle damage from battles involving it. But if your opponent attacks into it, they take life point damage equal to the attack of their attacking monster. Which I don't know why anyone would ever attack into you, but sometimes people don't read, and it just happens. And during the end phase, you get the choice of either destroying one monster on the field or destroying Yubel itself, which is really good because that's how Yubel upgrades, is through card destruction, which is if Yubel goes to the graveyard due to card effect, it upgrades into my 2-of for Yubel Terra Incarnate. Terra Incarnate basically does the same thing, but on end phase, it nukes the whole board, which is really good because you get Terra Incarnate out. It's basically the best one. And you can just nuke all your Fire Kings and get all of their destruction effects, because all the Fire Kings get their effects when they're destroyed by card effects as well. But you could also, if Terra Incarnate gets destroyed by card effect, he upgrades into Yubel, the Ultimate Nightmare. This one is really good because this one can actually attack and destroy monsters, and you take no battle damage even though he has 0 attack points and 0 defense points. It's kind of not good because there's no real next step after Ultimate Nightmare. He just, once he's destroyed, you either have to find another Yubel or revive the one in your graveyard, because he doesn't recur any other Yubels. He's just the last step, and then that's it. But if you get to Ultimate Nightmare, you should be winning the game anyway. And that's all the Yubel cards. Now moving on to the Fire King cards, we have 3 of the best one, which is Fire King High Avatar Garunix. What he does is, if he is destroyed by card effect on the next standby phase, he revives himself and destroys all monsters on the field, which is really good, and the main way that you get into your second and third Yubel forms is with High Avatar Garunix. So you can have Garunix and Yubel 2 on the field. Yubel 2 destroys Garunix, and on standby phase he comes back, destroys Yubel 2, and you get Yubel 3, and then you basically win the game, because there's not really a whole lot. It's 2 huge monsters on the field. I guess like Lava Golem could out that, but there's not really a whole lot you can do against Yubel. It's just very resilient. We also play 3 of the Avatar Arvada. What he does is he's basically a one-time monster negation, and when he's destroyed by battle or card effect, he revives a level 4 Fire King from your graveyard, except himself, I think. I don't think you can revive Arvada. So he's pretty good. I basically just play him for the negate. And then the other Fire King, I only play 3 different kinds of Fire Kings, is Yaksha. This one is the main good one. This one, when he's destroyed, destroys a monster in your hand, which is really good because you can destroy a Yubel in hand or an Avatar Garunix in hand and send those to the graveyard and get their effects on destruction, which is amazing. Basically, all of this deck's plays come from destroying Yaksha or some of these other cards, but it's basically all just Yaksha and Garunix are the 2 big power players in this deck. I play 2 Nine-Tailed Fox just because it's really easy to get out. You tribute 2 monsters on the field and special summon it from the hand or graveyard, or just tribute 1 monster because it's a level 6. But when it's destroyed, you get 2 tokens on the field, which are really good with link monsters, even though I only play like 3 link monsters. The tokens are still good. They're tribute fodder. You could use it for, if you need to hard summon high avatar Garunics, you can. Or you can use the tokens to summon this big guy. He's basically an honorary Fire King. If you're playing a Fire King deck and you don't have True King Agdamazad the Vanisher, you're doing it wrong. What he does is he special summons himself by destroying 2 monsters in hand. At least one of them has to be a fire monster. If they're both fire monsters, you get to banish 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. And I don't think it's targeting, which is really good. And then moving out of the main cards into some kind of tech cards, I play one of the Water True King, because if you use Agdamazad and you use this as one of the targets and any fire is the other target, the water one will special summon another one from your deck or hand, and then from there, that's 2 level 9s you could overlay into VFD, which is really good. That's basically a win against everything right now. I play 1 Jet Synchron. I don't have Needle Fiber yet. When I get Needle Fiber, I'm going to probably make room and update this deck profile because it's really good, at least until Jet Synchron gets banned, and then I'll have to redo this whole deck. But the one of Jet Synchron right now, I'm just using it as a tuner and then like Link Karibo fodder. The one Zephyros, this one's also really good. It bounces a monster back to your hand, and then, or any face-up card back to your hand, and then you can special summon him from the graveyard, which is really good because then that opens up a bunch of rank 4 plays, a bunch of Link plays. If you have the Jet Synchron, you can special summon the Jet Synchron and then go into level 5 or level 9 plays. I don't run any level 5s, I only have 1 level 9. But Zephyros is really good. You have to run Zephyros in this deck. It is such a good card. You need it. It is... Honestly, I don't know why it's not banned. This is a fun tech card that I like to play. I have no idea how to say it, but it's the Lizard Earthbound Immortal. You never summon him. All you do is you destroy him from your hand with Yaksha or any other hand destruction you have. Right now, Yaksha is the only thing that's coming to mind. Or your field spells. And it nukes the board, destroys everything on the board, both sides, which is amazing. Not a whole lot of people see it coming. Not a whole lot of people will see the ultimate rare lizard and fear for their lives until they realize it's too late. It's a good tech card. It's also another staple in Fire Kings. Like I said, mine's ulti. This deck isn't maxed out yet. I have some cards that I still need to bump the rarity up, but they're all like $70, so I'm not too keen on doing that yet. Here's one of the ones that I need to rarity bump is my 3 Ash Blossom. The only hand trap I play, it's Ash. There's not really a whole lot I could say about Ash Blossom that you don't already know. It's an amazing card. It got printed as a common, so I was able to afford a playset when I bought like 9 of the Salamangreat structure decks. And, you know, I don't have any Phantasmes, otherwise these would be Phantasmes right now, probably. Or I would make room for them. But once I get them, along with my Needle Fiber, I'm going to make another one of these videos to show you how this deck is coming along. Because like I said, I really love this deck. That was a whole lot of monsters. Let's move on to the spell cards. Not as many spell cards, but still quite a few. I don't run any traps. Staple, 3 Fire King Island. Facilitates all your Fire King plays. Lets you special summon High Avatar Garunics. Or if you're playing Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys, I was for a while, but I'm not anymore. You can special summon Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys too. You basically just use it for the pop in hand and then also the search. And then when this card is destroyed, it dark holes the field. So a really good play is you can pop the Earthbound Immortal with Fire King Island, nuke the board with the Earthbound Immortal, and if they have anything that summons itself after it's destroyed or anything like that, then Fire King Island will destroy that too. So it's just a double nuke. It's got the recursion, which you like, which you need. One diagram. I was playing two, but then they hit it to one, so I'm only playing one. Diagram's also really good. It's another hand destruction card, and it lets you search out any of your True Kings, the 3 that I play. I usually find myself searching for the water one because I only played at 1, because if I have more than 1, then I can't summon them because I don't play any waters. But it's really good, and it also boosts up your True Kings, which is good. So VFD will get even bigger than he already is, which makes it even more difficult for opponents to get over it unless they're the one weirdo playing Gamma Seal in 2020. 3 Tenki. It's a Fire King deck. It searches Beast Warriors. All of my Fire Kings except Garunix are Beast Warriors, so it's essential. This is one that I'm trying to hit the camera, trying to bump up. I need to get ultis for this one, but those are all like $70, $80. So does anybody want to give me money? I got 2 Onslaught of the Fire King. It basically lets you Cyber Dragon out Fire King monster for free. So like it's really good going second. I don't play 3 because it kind of bricks if you have more than the 2, because after you use it, you basically need your whole board to get nuked for you to use it again. But if it's late in the game, your opponent has monsters and you don't, you've probably already lost. I play 2 Circle. It lets you get a Destruction and Monster Reborn, one of your Fire Kings, which is really good. 3 Rekindling because it's overpowered. Should have never come back, but I'm really glad it came back because it lets me play this deck. And the one tech that really reveals like half of my extra deck is Double or Nothing. Because a lot of the times you'll find you kind of brick, and then the only thing you can really do is go into rank 4s, and the Utopia package is basically the best rank 4 package that you could really easily make. That has a significant enough of an effect where if you just have the Utopia with 10,000 attack on the board, or whatever, 8,000 attack, you win the game if you can attack directly, which a lot of the time you can. So that's it for the main deck. Let's move on to the extra deck. I don't go into the extra deck a whole lot, except for maybe VFD and Utopia plays, but Trishula, it comes up with Gent Synchron, and it's really funny trishing somebody with this deck. Abyss Dweller, because it's Abyss Dweller, you need it. Utopia, Lightning, and Utopia Double. It's for the Double or Nothing. Sometimes you want to go into Lightning, like if you, I don't know, want to get over a huge thing, but you don't want to waste your Double or Nothing. You can go into Lightning and then go from there. I should probably play a second Utopia, but I only have one, so I'm only playing one. Baguska, for if you're going first and you brick, you could just Bagusk and then sit on that for a couple turns until you get a play. Exciton Knight, it's not as good as it was 7 years ago, but it's Exciton Knight. You need it. It's good for evening out the field. It's the poor man's evenly matched, which I don't have any. MST Dragon, a staple going up against like Eldritch. You need Tornado Dragon to get rid of the back row. Cowboy for game. It's Cowboy. Play a lot of level 8s. So I'm running the Hope Harbinger because it's the best level 8 you can go into. This would be the Tachyon Dragon, so I could rank up into Dark Matter Dragon, but that's banned, so I can't play Dark Matter Dragon. It's really weird how the ban list really affects all of these low tier decks as well as the high tier decks, but it arguably affects us on the lower end more because, you know, Dark Matter Dragon was OP, and it would be nice to have some level of OP in this deck besides the Earthbound Mortal and this guy. True King of all Calamities, VFD. It's a win against a lot of decks, and with the Dragonic Diagram, it gets boosted up to 3,300 attack and defense. Let me move these guys up so you can see their stats. Yeah, it's a VFD. Everyone who can play it should play it because it's an auto win against a lot of decks. Link Karibo. It's good battle protection. If all you have is Jet Synchron, sometimes it could save you for a turn. Proxy Dragon, I just haven't found anything to replace it. That's probably going to end up being Needle Fiber once that comes in the mail. Underclock Taker, it's just more battle protection. And Doolittle Chimera, mostly for the arrows and because it's funny and it's a fire type. And that's really it. That's the whole deck. I feel like this is the most consistent version of this deck. I oftentimes find myself either opening with, opening board, I'll get Terror Incarnate, and then by my opponent's turn, he'll be this guy, and I'll have Garunix on field as well, which is basically the best starting play you can get with this deck, is getting Garunix and Ultimate Nightmare on field, turn 1.5, turn 2, technically. But yeah, that's the whole deck. Let me know down in the comments how you guys like it, if you want to see more deck profiles, because I have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I can show you guys. Yeah, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in hopefully not another 3 weeks. Bye.